Namaskar, Amar.
Hello, hello. Vanakkam.
Vanakkam. How are you?
I'm fine, I'm fine. How are you?
Absolutely fine and really energetically seeing you after I suppose two to three different online chats we had
Yes.
regarding our today's meet. Uh,
Yeah,
I suppose we have been
yeah,
in contact for past I suppose one or 2 months.
yeah, yeah. It must be 1 or 2 months.
We were trying to finalize a specific date of,
Yeah.
of
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
having this podcast. Uh, but really, I really thank you for taking out time for us. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
All right then. So let's get started without wasting any
Yeah,
time. I'll come right to the point. And here I
yeah.
am having holding this amazing art piece, as I might say, uh, red flag.
Who is this red flag? What does he want? Rumors say he's no ordinary person. He's something more. Some call him a villain, others, a savior. And then, there's the wildest theory. He's a video game character come to life, a formidable force of danger. That's why he's called the Red Flag.
And yeah, it's really amazing, Amar. It's
Thank you.
super.
Thank you.
The
Thank you.
the
Thank you.
first thing that I remember, most of the readers in the Indian coin book forums and communities and Facebook and Instagram, the first thing that we saw was really amazing in terms of the artwork. It really was something very stylized, uh, very unique. And the second thing that came in the mind was, Acha, AI. Okay. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so yeah, let's address the elephant in the room.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, let's
uh,
do it.
this definitely is going to be part of our conversation today. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, sure.
let's start from the book itself. Uh,
Hmm.
could you please tell our audience, our viewers, where exactly are you from, and how exactly you became an artist? I mean, as far as I know, you are a professional artist.
Hmm.
You are someone who is from the film industry, I suppose. Into the filmmaking
Yes.
you are, but also you have this book, and this book is right
Yes.
now. It's not just in your mind; it's published. It's in our hands. We're enjoying it. So, could you please start up with telling something about yourself to the viewers?
Yeah. So I am Amar Williams. I'm from Chennai, and yeah, from since I was a child, since like I was 3, 4, I started drawing, and I am a big Spider-Man fan. So, and after watching the movie only, I started drawing. You see, in that film itself, he'll be drawing. There'll be one scene where he'll draw the costumes and stuff. So
Absolutely.
I love that scene. Yeah, I love that scene. I used to draw from since that. And then my mom also used to encourage me a lot of things. Like I'll always be drawing Spider-Man, 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 and she'll be like, okay, you're always just drawing Spider-Man. Why don't you come up with your own superhero? Create something very unique and stuff. So from that day, I started to brainstorm, and I used to draw a lot of designs by myself, and show it to my mom, to my friends and stuff. And slowly it started evolving. And I when I was in 10th, 11th and stuff, I started to have an interest in storytelling. So I used to tell a lot of stories to my to my friends, and I just used I'll say something like, these all stories happened in my life, and they start believing, and it'll be fun, and then I'll be like, no, these are all just stories I came up with. Then they'll be like, okay, you're a good storyteller, and why don't you proceed? They'll be like that. And then I used to write a lot of stories, and slowly I got into filmmaking. Then at one point of time, I I was like, okay, I had this story in my mind where about a superhero. I created my own superhero at that time. So why don't I, develop it into a whole story? Like, we'll make it into a film in the future or stuff.
Mm.
Then when I made it into a story, and when I told to my folks, they were all like, it's very interesting and it's very unique, and you just be very serious about it. You proceed it very seriously. They were all like that, and then what I thought was like it's going to come up in the future. It'll take a lot of time, to me to grow as a filmmaker and reach a point where I could make very great big films like that.
Mm.
So let's do something like a foundation, and we like to draw and we like to tell stories. Let's combine both of those things together, and
Mm.
that's how I came up into comic books, doing comic book and stuff.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know anything about how a comic book will be made, so I didn't have the traditional approach like the pencils, inks, and colors. The three steps. So one artist will be doing the pencils, whole pencils for the whole book, and another
Mhm.
artist will do the inks, and another will be doing the colors and stuff. So initially, I wanted to, initially I thought like, okay, I am just an artist, but I cannot do a comic book as a whole. I'm not that professional artist, so I thought I could hire other professional comic
Mm,
book
mm,
artists.
mm, mm.
So when I asked a few people, most of them didn't respond, and the few who responded were like giving a very big budget. So I thought, okay, this is not going to be possible. Let's try to let's try to learn it. So I was like, just thinking, okay, how can I make it easier for me? In that way, what I thought was, okay, instead of doing the pencils, inks, and colors separately, I'll do layer by layers. That's how I've worked before. If you see the artworks, all of these artworks behind, there will be two subjects. I'll finish it in one layer in one go, and then I'll do the backgrounds in separately. So in this way, okay, I thought, okay, we'll do this in. This is a style comfortable for me. So I thought, okay, we'll do the entire comic book in this style, and the very big advantage it gave me was it had a more three-dimensional look, layers, keeping and inserting some smoke or mist in between those kind of things, and I
Mm.
can also use several backgrounds or which I already did in the close-up shots, and I can use several characters or subjects again and again, planning it out in a very smart way, using the fullest potential and advantage of being in this style. And there were a lot of trial and errors. A lot of artworks got wasted in trying out this new form, and at the end, when I was completing 4 or 5 pages, I figured out a solution. I figured out the smart way, and
Okay.
uh, I had everything detailed in my mind. Okay, to attain this kind of a result, I have to plan it this way. I'm happy that it worked out. It turned out good.
Oh, it turned out really well, actually.
Thank you, thank you.
So for all the viewers who are watching and who are having difficulty in understanding the technicalities, uh,
Hmm.
basically what you're saying is you worked digitally,
Yes.
you certainly use softwares, and
Hmm.
using the softwares, and of course the drawing and the sketching skills are the traditional skills. Uh,
Hmm.
the tools can be changed. Of course, it can be a
Yeah, yeah,
ink or a
exactly.
pen tab, but yeah,
Hmm.
you can create artwork in whatever way you want, and that's what makes it unique, because art in itself
Yes.
cannot be bounded by,
Hmm.
it can't be restricted. I suppose restricted is the right word. You cannot
Hmm.
restrict artwork by pencil or inks
Yes, yes.
or just by saying though, okay, it's not a traditional, so it's not an art. No,
Hmm.
the world is changing, and we can see all around the Instagram, we can see in the social media, there are so many amazing artists who are using all these tools, and the tools will keep
Hmm.
on upgrading itself in the
Yeah,
similar way.
evolving. Yeah. Hmm.
I think it's it's again a very important point for everyone to understand, especially the inspiring artists, that
Hmm.
along with time, you need to upgrade yourself as well.
Yes.
So pencil work is absolutely important, without a doubt.
Hmm. Hmm.
But understanding of tools, it's equally important. The reason
Hmm.
I'm putting this long statement is because I'm about to come on the AI topic very soon.
Okay, okay, okay.
So,
Yeah, yeah.
so yeah, it's absolutely true. But
Hmm.
back in the 90s, it was absolutely nothing. It was all comic books, actually. It was all comic books.
Yeah. Yeah,
Our
yeah, yeah.
fantasy thrust was completed through comic books. That's it.
Hmm. Yes.
Now it's AI.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you can create the entire thing through AI.
Hmm. Hmm.
My first question, is it
Hmm.
disappointing? Is there a point of anger as an artist for you, or do you have a
Hmm.
completely different mindset towards AI?
No, I don't have a positive mindset when it comes to AI. Why, I'll explain. What I feel is, some things in this world are difficult to to get your hands on it,
Ah,
to get it in your system. It's
ah,
very difficult and it's very tough, and there is a very very good reason for those things being difficult to possess.
ah.
Okay, when you get it into a system, you have to do a lot of works for it. Only when you do all of those, only when you go through these kind of difficulties, these kind of toughness, you'll get the art form completely inside yourself. You'll go
Absolutely.
through a lot. Yeah, you'll go through a lot of perspectives. You'll go through a lot of philosophical approaches. You'll have a lot of perspective when you go through all these difficulties, and only after you go through all of these things, you'll get the complete form. If you just take out that difficultiness, everything becomes soulless, and there is no purpose. Uh, for example, let's take gun training, AK-47. Okay,
Ah, mm,
if I want to shoot, if I want to take an AK-47 seven, and if I want to shoot it, it's very very difficult. I have to undergo a lot of training. I have to go undergo a lot of days, months to just take the right form and press it, shoot it, aim it. I have to get mentored by a lot of experienced people, and only when I go through all of these hardships, I know how to use this gun, when to use it, when to not use it, where to use it. I have a bonding with me and my gun, and there is a very beautiful thing. And when I use the gun, it's only for a healthy way. That's it. I have a lot of perspectives and philosophical approaches for it. I just take that, take the difficulty, the learning, the hardships out of the training gun. I can shoot it. You can shoot it. Anyone can just take the gun and shoot any like that.
mm.
So what if the world, no, if that is how the world is, it will be a very bad thing. That's how I see AI, for especially for AI art. I see art is a very powerful medium. Not just art. I'm like storytelling, filmmaking, everything. Filmmaking is a very. I have a very philosophical approach for it, but it's yeah, it's a very powerful medium. It has to be learnt by undergoing all of these difficult process, the toughness. Only then you can get it completely, and you can use it in a very very healthy way.
Mm.
But what the AI is doing is that it's making it very easy, and it's breaking the purpose.
Absolutely.
So it can go in a lot of unhealthy ways, the ways it shouldn't go. For example, now anyone can morph anyone into do a bad thing, doing a bad thing, and you can do anything with AI. There is no responsibility. For example, when I came into filmmaking, I didn't have a lot of you just take a camera, you can tell some kind of a story, you can do anything with the camera and an actor initially. But now after a few years, I feel like filmmaker should have a responsibility. Like I should have a I should no audience should be should get a bad message from my movie.
Hmm.
I should try to make the world a better place from my stories, from my actors, from my characters, all of these things. So I get all of these perspectives because of the hardships I went through,
Uh,
the difficult stuff, the toughness I went through. So if you take that out, I won't be a responsible filmmaker.
hmm.
You know what I'm saying, right? So I think AI art, AI can be used in a lot of other healthier ways. And I know there are a lot of things where humans can, get things easier way, but not in the form of art. Art is meant to be difficult. It is meant to be tough. Now, only then there is a fun and there is a love in the difficulty.
Absolutely. So let's come to the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
I suppose, Amar, this has been definitely very interesting. We can definitely talk for hours. At least I can. I don't know about you. I can.
No, I'll also can. It was very great talking
हाँ,
to you.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
Interesting.
And see, the thing is, because obviously we are following a specific podcast format, so we have to end, we have to come to an conclusion. We have to come to an end. But I definitely would request you, or I would invite you to Uttarakhand any day,
Hmm.
someday in the future.
Sure, sure,
Please
sure.
come, and whenever you are here, we will definitely meet. We'll
Yeah, yeah,
sit together
definitely,
and
definitely.
exchange ideas. Who knows?
Yeah, 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 definitely. I want to learn a lot from you. You're a professor also. Yeah.
Before we go, any
Hmm.
specific artist or writer that you might advise the newcomers, the art students who are watching this video, any specific writer or artist to follow for really learning the art of comic books?
I used to follow two big artists. One is Patrick Brown, as I mentioned, and another one is George Jimenez. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I think he's an Italian artist, something.
Okay.
So these two artists I love the most. And when it comes to writing, I don't know about comic book writers, but I can say film writers. Like for example, I love two main writers. Who are one is Sam Raimi,
Mhm.
Spider-Man franchise, the early Spider-Man,
Ah,
2002 to
ah.
2008.
Our
Uh,
Spider-Man. That is
yeah, our Spider-Man. Yeah, our Spider-Man. So that is one thing, and another great writing was Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight.
okay.
Batman Begins, Dark Knight. That was also kind of our Batman thing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
uh, yeah.
The Frank Miller,
So in
the typical Frank Miller vibe from the Batman, you know?
yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
All right then.
yeah.
Now I suppose we should we should we should end up.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Sure,
uh,
sure.
Amma, thank you so very much once again
Thank
for
you.
taking out time for us. It was really a great talk. I want to talk with you a lot. And once again, I would invite you. I would also invite you, if it's a possibility for you, I would invite you to Comic Con in Delhi or in Mumbai. If it's a possibility for you to come this year,
Mm,
because we definitely would be trying to go there. We every year we go to Delhi Comic Con, that's for sure. Uh,
mm, mm.
even in Mumbai Comic Con, we have been there. And if you have any plans of coming over there, it would be great. We could meet. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, 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 sure. We'll definitely meet.
All right.
It was great. Very interesting to talk with you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank
And
you so much.
we just hope that the sequel to Red Flag, it comes
Yeah,
in the market as soon as possible. We are
yeah. Sure,
eagerly
sure, sure.
waiting. And
Thank you, thank you.
yeah. So for all the fans, if you haven't read Red Flag, it's out in the markets. It's available online. You can go on different online vendors and you can definitely buy. It's a definitely a recommendation from the Drawing House. It's something that can definitely be a very prized possession in your cupboard. So definitely you give it a try. And at this point, I would end this talk. Thank you so very much, Amma.
Thank you so much. Thank
Hope
you.
to see you soon.
Yeah, sure, sure. Bye, bye, bye. Thank you.
Goodbye. Take
Thank you.
care.